Hey Virgo, hello and welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Stevie. This is Spiritually by Stevie, and if you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, Venus or North Node, then there could be something in this reading for you. So let's get some cards and we'll see what the universe needs you to know for the next 7 days. This reading is valid from today, which is the 9th of November, all the way through until next Tuesday, which is the 16th. So let's see what's going on for you guys for the coming 7 days. We'll give it 2 more shuffles. Virgo, what are you waiting for? My guides are playing that Gwen Stefani song, What You Waiting For? So I do feel like you might be waiting for something because we've got poised on the bottom of the deck. So my guides just says it feels like you're waiting for your luck to change. There's a sense that you're definitely stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment, Virgo. You need to take a fucking chill pill, in all honesty. You're really in your head, so much so to the point that you're giving yourself anxiety, you're causing yourself a hell of a lot of stress and worry, and it's really unnecessary. I think you need to take a break, take a step back and have a fucking nap, in all honesty. What you're focusing on at the moment is not really what you should be focusing on. You're focusing on thinking, waiting for things to happen, and what you're being asked to focus on is creating newness so that it can come into your life. You're supposed to be building an awesome foundation for whatever it is that's supposed to come in the future, but you're so in your head about that, and you're overthinking that so much to the far end of a fart that actually you're stuck in between two worlds at the moment, and the new stuff can't come and the old stuff can't go because you're just thinking about absolutely everything. You're being asked to spend some time co-creating with people. Or you may have co-created with somebody and it turned out to be a great big fat waste of time. I'm sorry, Virgo, that's just the way that the world works sometimes. You were working on creating something shiny and awesome, and I feel like what it's turned into is shit rolled in glitter. And that's possibly what you're overthinking things about. It feels like whenever you got into this situation where it's not quite all as it seems, it feels like that was the turning point. That was the thing that got you stuck between your old way of doing things and the new way of doing things. There's a possibility that you expected this, I want to say beginning with somebody, but it might not necessarily be a beginning with somebody. It could be with a person or a job or something, but whatever it was that you went into, you maybe rushed into it a little bit too quickly, feeling like that it was the best thing that could have ever happened to you. Like, I am so lucky, I can't believe this is happening to me. Only for you to realize that actually it's not as good as you thought it was. What you're being asked to do at the moment is take a step back from whatever this situation is that's shit coated in glitter, because at the end of the day, it's still shit on the inside. The glitter made it look awesome from the outside for a while, but that is starting to disintegrate now and you're left with a great big steaming pile of dog shit. Sorry for the bluntness, but that's what you get when you tune into my channel, unfortunately. You're really being asked at the moment, though, to focus on your own abundance, focus on the things that make you happy, and try and step away from whatever this shit is that is making you overthink, that really doesn't make you feel very comfortable. And there's almost a sense of like it's dulled your shine, or it's detracted from who you are as a person. Oh, Virgo, this feels like it's been a bit of a shit show for you. Let's get some tarot and we'll see what else you need to know. Oh, Virgo, you really need to spend some time working on yourself at the moment. There is a lot of healing that needs to be done, but instead of focusing on the healing that needs to be done, instead of focusing on yourself, I feel like you're putting all your effort, energy and attention into whatever it is that's shit coated in glitter. And it's not sustainable for you. You're just going to end up getting hurt. I feel like you're trying to strive for a little bit of balance. You're trying to find what's going to be a fair and just resolution in this situation. I've seen patience 3 times. I've seen the strength card as well 3 times while I've been shuffling the deck. So I'm going to take that out because I feel like it's going to come out anyway. But you're really being asked to be patient at the moment. You're being asked to... Oh. You're being asked to really look at the cause of your conflict. I do feel like there is some kind of toxicity around you at the moment, be that a person, a place, or a thing, something that you do. There's maybe an addiction here that you're trying to break away from in order to bring you some kind of balance. But there's definitely a sense that if the Wheel of Fortune has not been turning in your favor and you have not felt like you're the luckiest person on the planet recently, as soon as you get rid of whatever this shitty situation that wasn't what you felt like it was going to be, as soon as that's gone, there is potential here for you to be like abundant and for you to be good on your own. It's just you're so in your head right now regarding this. You're maybe watching someone's every move in a bit of a control freak kind of way. If this relates to a person and you're watching someone who is a control freak, this could have been the person who was like shit coated in glitter, who really wasn't everything that they made out that they were going to be. Yeah, there's no happy ending here. I'm sorry, guys. There really, really is not a happy ending here. And I think if you're honest with yourself, you kind of know that intuitively, but you're not doing anything to get yourself out of this shit cycle that you're in. You're so focused on the hurt. You're so focused on the loss. You're so focused on the upset that you can't actually see that there's still some good shit behind you, that you're not paying attention to it. Heartbreak is hard. Whatever it is, this feels like it could well have been something like the straw that broke the camel's back, is what my guides are saying. But you thought that this was going to be some kind of happy ever after, and it just hasn't panned out like that. In all honesty, Virgo, if this has been a relationship, there has been no love here at all, ever. There's not been very much of anything apart from crosswords and mind games. Possibly a little bit of passion, but you can't build any kind of stable and secure future on mind games and passion. The universe doesn't work like that. And if that is what you have been in, then this is the universe urging you to get back out of that. So I've just noticed I've dropped a card on the floor. I'm just going to rescue that. Yeah, it's not working. You feel like you've been left out in the cold, possibly abandoned because of this situation or because of how things have panned out. And it's mental torture. It's anguish. There's a lot of swords here, and in all honesty, they're not all great cards. There's the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak. There's the 5 of Swords, which is conflict, and there is the 8 of Swords, which is like being trapped in a mental prison of your own making. Oh, Virgo, you need to take a breath. You need to try and find a way to balance your light side and your dark side. Heartbreak is difficult, but you are going to get over it. Whatever this situation is that you're going through at the moment, as long as you are brave enough to put your best foot forward and make sure that your next move is your best move, and you're focused on yourself, then this is going to turn out exactly as it's supposed to. Because on your own, you are secure, Virgo. You are stable. It's just when you combine it with whatever this shit coated in glitter is that's taken away your sparkle, it's when you focus on yourself and you move towards the things that are going to make you happy, then you're going to see that actually you have the courage to fucking move away from this bullshit. You just have to get back on your throne. You have to stand in your power, and you have to stop waiting for your ships to come in. Like, opportunity doesn't come knocking on your door. You have to go and seek that shit out by yourself. And I feel like there's a lot of waiting here, and there's not actually very much of you doing anything, because you're stuck in that I don't know what to do for the best, what to do next, because you're disconnected from yourself. And the more you're being in that disconnected from your intuition and what you know to be right, and what the more you're inadvertently stabbing yourself in the back. Really, when you turn your back on this, when you move away, I mean, 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords, when you turn your back on it and when you move away from it, that is when your harvest is going to come in. I do feel like there is a sense that if you move away from this with the 10 of Coins being reversed here, that you might lose everything that you've worked really hard for. But I don't feel like what you've worked really hard for was ever built on a stable foundation anyway. There is something about all of this that has been a giant illusion. And if you felt like the grass was greener on the other side, it really wasn't. There's no sunshine over there. They don't have hose pipes. There's a water shortage. There's a drought. That grass is like so crispy that when you step on it, it just disintegrates. And that is not a healthy environment for you to be in, Virgo. You really need to start making some changes in your life and putting yourself first. I do feel like as we approach eclipse season, I believe the first eclipse of the season is on the 19th of November. It's a lunar eclipse. I do feel like as we move up to eclipse season, a lot more things within this situation are going to be illuminated for you. There's going to be a lot of things that come up to the surface for you to deal with, for you to be able to have closure, and for you to be able to release them and let them go. My guides wanted to remind you, Virgo, that your past does not define you. This might have been a blip. It might have been a silly mistake. It might have been something that you've plowed years of your life into, but now you are realizing that something about it just isn't for you. And that might be difficult for you to contend with. It might be difficult for you to deal with. But as soon as you get yourself back on your throne and you're standing back in your power, you're going to have the mental capacity to be able to break free from this. It's just, you have to deal with the here and now and get through each day as it comes. Make yourself a plan, Virgo. Everything makes so much more sense when it's down on paper in front of you. I feel like you think you're going to lose everything, and I'm really not sure that you are, but if you do lose everything, you've not lost yourself, you've just lost stuff, and stuff can be replaced. And what is important about this reading, Virgo, is you not losing your fucking self ever again. Just don't do it, because when you lose who you are and you lose that sense of self, that is essentially when you lose everything. Shit that you buy, stuff, possessions, all easily replaceable, I promise you. But replacing yourself from a place where you've allowed somebody to break you down is probably the most difficult thing that you will ever do in your life. Virgo, good luck with this. I feel like it's going to be a rocky week. Hold on to your hats is all I've got to say. Thank you so very much for being here, guys. I will be back next Tuesday with another weekly reading for you. If you would like to book a private reading, a coaching session, a healing session, or you'd like to pre-order a place for my brand new course, Becoming Unfuckwithable, that starts January the 3rd, all the links are in the description box below. Have a good one, guys. See you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.